I was born in a place called Street in Somerset, and my mum and dad both worked for Clark's Shoes. Clark's was the shoe factory that ran the town, and my dad had been a refugee and he'd ended up in Street. But my mum's family were called Talbot and they had lived in Somerset all their lives, and I was born on 1 Grange Avenue. Grange Avenue was a row of houses that were built for the workers at Clark's Shoes. Everybody who lived in the street, and were all about the same age as me because they were all born after the war, so it was a whole street full of people who worked in the factory and kids who were about the same age who went to the local school. And Street was somewhere that was very much built around this shoe factory, and the Clarks were Quakers and they were very philanthropic. And so the teachers in the schools were paid more than the national average, and they built a swimming pool and a theatre and a cinema and all sorts of facilities that were all built for the workers. Street stayed much the same. The factory was thriving. There was lots of work for the people that lived there, and it was a very small community and everybody knew each other and it was very interrelated. But then, as I grew up, the nature of Clark's changed really. I think the factory obviously wasn't making so much money. Shops that had existed all started to disappear. The kind of personal shops that related to the town went. Also, it started to sell cheap shoes. Later on, the factory closed down. Manufacturing of the factory was taken somewhere else, South America, South Africa, at one point it was Australia, and what had been the factory has become a kind of shopping mall, Clark's Village. So where my school was, like where my primary school was, it's gone because it's now a furniture shop. The actual school's a furniture shop. The playground that I used to play in is now the car park for Clark's Village. The place that I live, which was a nice little avenue, has now got a huge bypass that goes by it, and beyond the bypass there's Sainsbury's and Tesco's and a whole load of other things that never existed. The people that live there no longer have jobs, and so there is a kind of new poverty to the place. Now it's just a very sad, empty kind of place to be.